Hello, my name is Lydia Jordan. I'm the CEO and founder of Lycon Cosmetics. I became a beauty therapist in 1977 and I started the Lycon business making depilatory wax and a lot of skincare products in 1978. And more recently, we launched Lycon Skin. It's a bioceutical skincare range in the adaptive skin science technology. There are not a lot of products in the range because they're all multifaceted and multifunctional, which is fantastic because one product can be suitable for different skin types. The reason for that is because all skins are different and one person can have different skin types on the one face. So you can have dry skin on the outer part of the face, T-zone can be oily. So we need to have products that will adapt with each individual client's skin. Lycon Skin has a lovely range of professional use products that you can do all your facials with, as well as the retail range. And this demonstration is how to do the Lycon Paraffin face mask. Paraffin is actually a very old type of treatment which seems to have been forgotten these days, but it's very, very beneficial. It brings the blood circulation to the surface of the skin, so when the circulation becomes a bit more active, it actually can take the active ingredients that we're going to apply underneath the paraffin more deeply into the skin, so the client will get better results. And today I'm going to demonstrate for you the paraffin face mask. However, it can be done individually just for the neck and the décolletage. If you need to concentrate on that area, if it's more dehydrated and more aged looking skin. And also you can do it just on the hands or pedicure. But also another very, very wonderful treatment is a bust lifting paraffin mask, and that is amazing because in fact it lifts the bust by about 1.5 centimeters. Before you start a bust firming and lifting treatment, it is important to actually ask the client to stand next to the wall with nothing on top, and you mark on the wall where their nipples are. And then when you finish the treatment, you would measure again and you can actually see that the bust has actually lifted completely. And the measure is about 1.5 centimeters, a bit more than 1/2 inch. So that's really a really positive result. So if you do this treatment every week for about 10 treatments, and that will create a cumulative result. After that, you can offer this treatment once a month as a maintenance. To do the Lycon Skin Paraffin treatment is very, very simple. You do your normal facial routine, you would cleanse, peel, do your massage, and we recommend the Lycon rhythmic massage for the face, and then you apply the paraffin treatment mask. First of all, you would cleanse the skin with a micellar facial skin cleanser, and a little bit goes a long way. I've got some, it's a gel, a little bit of water on the hands. Okay, so we'll just wipe that off. Okay, right. So the skin is now prepared. We've cleansed, we've already peeled. Just make sure I've dried the skin. And then we would apply some of the B5 Booster Serum. And then I will apply some of the deep hydration hyaluronic mask. And you don't need to apply very much because we need to create very good thermal effect when we apply the paraffin mask. And it's a thermal effect that actually creates the results. Okay. Because if you put the mask on too thick, and you don't need to have it very thick, the ingredients will be quite enough if you apply it thinly. And don't forget the neck and the décolletage. Okay. Now what actually happens when you apply the paraffin mask is that we create a vacuum on the skin. So the mask has to be applied thickly enough so that there's no like little pockets where the air can get through. We want to create a vacuum where the mask actually feels like it's sucking onto the skin. So that vacuum is going to force the ingredients from the products that are on the skin right now deeper into the skin, stimulates the blood circulation. The skin can get a little bit pinkish and reddish, but that is a really desirable and great effect. We need to prepare a few things around the client before we actually apply the mask. So first of all, we need to wet 2 cotton pads and we apply them over the eyes to protect the eye area and the eyebrows. The eyebrow hair doesn't get mingled up with the paraffin. It will not remove any of the hair because it's too soft, and it will not do that. However, for a quicker cleanup, it's really important to cover this area and to also protect the delicate skin around the eyes because the paraffin is a little bit warm. It's used at about 40 degrees Celsius. It's not too hot, but still not too close to the eyes with that temperature. The other thing is to apply tissues behind the shoulders so any drips of paraffin doesn't go onto your towels, and it's again a good way to quickly clean up at the end. So the best way to take some of the mask is, it's actually very easy to cut with a knife. You would actually just cut some of it off and then you put it in a wax heater and heat it to about 40 degrees Celsius, and then test it on your inner wrist before you apply it on the client to make sure that it's comfortable for you. And then when you apply it on the client's skin, you again check that it's comfortable for them. If it feels a little bit too hot, you need to let it cool a little longer. So the face is prepared and we test the paraffin on the inside of our wrist, and don't just dab it on because you won't be able to feel the temperature. Put it on properly and for a few applications so that you can really feel the temperature, and then we will test on the client. I'm going to apply some on you now and just tell me if it feels okay. Good. Okay. We need to apply a few layers of the paraffin to create the vacuum. If it's only one layer, it will not create a good vacuum to create the thermal effect. So keep on applying it. And you can go very close to the lips. You can really even put some on the lips. It's very good to moisturize the lips. It's actually advisable that you can put a tissue around the headband so you can apply the mask right against the headband, and it protects the hair very well as well. Okay. When you touch the mask, you actually can feel there's quite a lot of heat there. So it's not really just from the mask, this is the thermal effect. And the client can feel a pulsating effect around the neck, right around here. And that means it's bringing the blood circulation to the surface of the skin. The skin is absorbing all the lovely ingredients that are applied on the skin with the serum as well as the hyaluronic mask. And then the ingredients from the actual paraffin mask as well, like all the vitamins and lovely oils that are going to be absorbed more deeply into the skin to get the results. You can actually tell that it's thick enough when you touch it. If it feels super thin, just apply a little bit more paraffin on top. Now, to remove the mask, you can take the whole thing off. You just peel it off, okay? Or you can actually even cut it along the chin area. So if you want to take it off in 2 pieces, it's actually even easier. And you can see how the skin is going to look rather pink. And that is actually from the thermal effect. Now, this treatment is not suitable for people who have couperose skin, not suitable for broken capillaries. And if someone is actually feeling claustrophobic, while the mask is left on the skin, you can take these off so that the client can actually open her eyes and have a look around and not feel like she's trapped. Okay. So you can use the sponges to remove any little bits that are still on the skin, or you can use a warm towel as well. So now we're going to apply the serum. That is how the Lycon Skin Thermo-Active Paraffin Mask is done. It's very, very simple. It doesn't take that long, and it's very important to leave the mask on after you've applied it fully, to leave it on for about 10 minutes, that's enough, because you're actually leaving it on in a sense while you're applying it. I usually put the mask on all over the whole face and then I thicken it up. So then it's starting to take effect from the beginning. And at the end, you just apply the serum, and if you like, you can also apply moisturizer on top, but the skin cannot really absorb too much more because there's a lot of ingredients and products that have gone into the skin, so that is all you need. The other treatment you can do is just an eye treatment. You can include it in the facial treatment. So you would do exactly the same process. You would cleanse the skin. You can do a peel if you like. And then you would apply some gauze. Just look up for me for a minute. Gauze underneath, close. And the other side, close. And then don't worry too much about the eyelashes. It really comes off very easily. So I'm going to pull any eyelashes off, and then you can put the paraffin mask right on top of that as well. You can include it in the facial treatment. So we just actually measured up how much we use for that treatment, and we only use 50 grams of the paraffin mask, which is really, really very economical. So a very good way to actually use the paraffin mask is to use a smaller heater. And this is the Lycon baby heater. It's really fantastic. It holds about 220 grams of wax. It's a removable insert, and you would fill it only about a third of the depth. So then when you finish using it on one client, you would clean the whole lot out and start afresh for a new client. As you can see, the results from the Thermo-Active Paraffin Mask are fabulous, and with regular applications, it will be even better. I hope you enjoy using Lycon Skin Thermo-Active Paraffin Mask. Thank you for watching.